I've got to say, that wasn't on my 2024 election bingo card.
Watch the rain as it's falling down.
Greetings, lovely people, and welcome to Shock and Awe, basically. So if you haven't already seen the news, it is pretty fresh as of recording this, but yeah, somebody tried to assassinate Trump at one of his rallies, and this is honestly just kind of insane to think about. It's not something I expected to be happening, and yeah, if you can't tell by the relative shock in my voice, yeah, no, I'm struggling to believe this actually has just happened. So, basically, the long and short of it is that at a recent rally for Trump in Pennsylvania, he was cut off speaking by multiple gunshots. And generally, it's being said that there was 5, I would say, based on the sound, because there is video of this, it was potentially more than that. It's hard to tell, really. There are definitely more than 5 sounds that sound like that. And it does appear that he was hit in the ear, though, as far as, reporting has gone, he's fine. He's safe, so to speak. Nothing actually happened that was critical. But yeah, essentially, what has happened is during his, speech at his rally, there is a gunshot sound, to which he grabs his ear and then drops, surrounded by his Secret Service agents, absolutely just body blocked by them, at which point there are multiple other shots sounded off. The crowd behind him just cowers away and, ducks and all the kind of thing you'd expect. There is screaming, there's yelling, there's all kinds of things. And then when eventually Trump gets back up, stands back up, along with his Secret Service members, you can clearly see what appears to be blood on his ear. Now, as of the recording of this video, the information that we have right now, there's only 2 people that are dead, one of which is believed to be the shooter himself, and one was just someone, in the audience of the rally. And we don't really know much in terms of motive or anything like that. There are some unsubstantiated rumours that it was a rifle, though based on the video, based on the audio, should I specify, I would lean towards it being a smaller firearm than a rifle, or, something like that. But as some people have been telling the story, somebody with a rifle of some kind, whether that be a semi-automatic, rifle, like, I won't say assault rifle, but assault rifles are automatic, but you understand what I might mean, or whether that was some sort of sniper-type rifle, that currently is unknown. But somebody did see someone with a weapon like that climbing onto a rooftop outside of the rally, and was quickly, pointed out to the police. They seemingly got a hold of it pretty quickly, but as I say, it does appear that this suspect is dead, along with one person from the crowd, which, obviously tragic in every way that, this bystander, this civilian, was killed. And also very frustrating if, the actual shooter is dead as well, because that basically means that we'll never truly know why this happened, which, say what you will, it's kind of a good thing for these people to face justice, rather than, whether they killed themselves or whether someone else with a gun, a good guy with a gun, so to speak, or, depending on your perspective, just someone else with a firearm. If they ended the life of this shooter, either way, it just means that this shooter kind of gets away with it. And I know that's kind of the wrong way of looking at it, but yeah. As you will know from my previous videos, I'm no fan of Trump. I don't think, politically he is a good person. That doesn't mean I think he should get shot. And the fact that, there have been some people talking online, especially on X, formerly known as Twitter. Yes, I'm saying it. I hate myself too. But there have been some claims that this is staged or faked in some way. It is possible. Don't get me wrong. It is completely possible. With the fact that at least one person that wasn't the shooter is dead, I would lean towards this is real, and it's not some sort of false flag or anything like that. I'm not trying to suggest that at all. But at the same time, it's difficult to say this isn't going to help Trump's future in politics. Having an attempt on his life is definitely going to rally up his supporters. It's going to rally some people that were maybe undecided towards his camp. It's in some ways it is good for him, though. Obviously, I will keep saying, I don't want Trump to be shot to death. I think maybe he deserves prison time, but that is unrelated. I don't think he should be killed. And yeah, the fact that there is an attempt on the life of an ex-president and currently a presidential nominee, as far as we can know for the Republican side, is just insane. It's unprecedented. And we are living in some seriously unprecedented times. But yeah, just generally, it's a crazy state of affairs right now. And this wasn't going to be the first video that I've made in a while. I was actually going to be making a video talking about my thoughts about Biden's current state. But this is far bigger than whether, Biden's brain is melting. So, yeah, I needed to talk about this. I needed to just get some information out there because this is just insane to me. So, yeah, as much as it doesn't mean too much from me, a pagan, thoughts and prayers to Trump, of course, to the family of the people that have died, whether that's, any of the people that have been injured or died within this situation. Thoughts and prayers to those. I feel awful that anyone has even been injured in a situation like this just for, attending a political rally. It seems so ridiculous, but I guess to some extent that is America. This is a common occurrence. There are people getting shot and injured with firearms all the time, and I've already made at least one video going over all the issues with gun control and stuff like that right now. I'm not going to make this another one of those. But yeah, there are so many things happening in the US right now that are just worrying, and I think the last thing that any of the parties need is their figurehead getting assassinated or having an attempted assassination on them. And it's just ridiculous to think about. But on that note, I am going to leave it there. I wish there was more to talk about, more, solid details. Right now, it's a lot of witness statements and just various little things that have been mentioned by, the Trump campaign. And that's really all we have to work on, which is not much. I will link below the live coverage from the BBC. That's where I've got a lot of my information from. And you can also find the actual video of the event happening on that same page. So I'll make sure to link that in the description below. But yeah, otherwise, that is everything I'm going to say about it. So yeah, I will be making a video about my thoughts about Biden in the near future, as well as potentially something about the fact that Labour now is in charge of the UK, which, all different types of topics. But yeah, this was just too important for me not to talk about as soon as I kind of heard about it. So yeah, that's going to be it from me. So thanks for watching. If you like it, subscribe now and ring that bell, that YouTube nonsense. And yeah, comment what you think. Honestly, I'd love to hear both sides. If you're a Republican and you want to just say what you're thinking about this situation right now, let me know. If you're a Democrat or if you're undecided or whatever else, I'd like to hear what people are thinking, because this is an insane situation to be living through, and I'm just curious what the different sides are saying. So, let me know in the comments below, and otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye!
It's been a long week. I feel like I could use a vacation.